Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with the First News newspaper. The major story here says, May the 29th, stop Tinubu's inauguration. Ex-presidential candidate begs appeal court. Stop Tinubu's inauguration. Ex-presidential candidate begs appeal court. And some riders here says, praise court to prohibit President, Attorney General of the Federation, INEC from inaugurating President-elect on May the 29th, claims he won 2019 presidential poll, accuses Buhari of usurping his office in the past 7 years. All right, you find the details of this story on the front page of the First News newspaper. And to this Nigerian newspaper now, controversy over Labour Party's suit against Tinubu. And the writers say party accuses Apapa-led faction of working to sabotage Obi's petition at tribunal. And the drama as HDP's 2019 presidential candidate seeks to stop Tinubu's inauguration. All the details on the front page of this Nigeria newspaper. And to the leadership newspaper now, Labour Party crisis deepens as Aburi Apapa renew hostility. Wrangle over alleged plot to derail Obi's case at tribunal. It's a lie. We didn't file suit to withdraw petition. That's the statement coming out from there. You find all the details on the front page of the leadership newspaper. And still talking about the Labour Party crisis on the front page of the blueprint, Labour Party's crisis deepens. Party alleges plot to scuttle Obi's case. And some riders says moves to save national chair Aburi's job. And APC dismisses HDP Owuru's suit against Tinubu's inauguration, says it's an idle, frivolous adventure. Mike.
All right, I have the Nation newspaper here, and it says high-level talks begin over Senate President, Speaker. President-elect, APC leaders meet. Aspirants intensify lobby. You find all this on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Then from there, let's go to Daily Trust. Daily Trust newspaper says 96% of female candidates crash out. 96% of female candidates crash out. That's what the Daily Trust has in there. And 1,553 vie for positions, 72 win. And women clinch 3 senates, 14 reps, 48 state assembly seats. Money, culture, religion against us. That's the candidates are saying, female candidates. It is a disaster for political inclusion, Carrie is saying. There's all this on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. And the Nature News is next. Nature News says Nigeria gets malaria vaccine April 2024. That's the federal government is saying that. Nigeria gets malaria vaccine April 2024. Federal government is saying this. All right. From there, let's go to News Direct. NDDC U.S. firm signed MOU to connect Niger Delta states by rail. NDDC U.S. firm signed MOU to connect Niger Delta by rail as Minister lauds NDDC for adopting PPP model. Okay, all that you see on the front page of the News Direct. Business Day is next. Northern oil search spotlight as Buhari's exit nears. That's a big story on Business Day. Northern oil search under spotlight as Buhari's exit nears. All right, you find that on the front page of Business Day. From there, let's go to the Punch newspaper, which is the last one we're looking at. Evacuation begins today as federal government releases 150 million naira and hires 40 buses. Okay, federal government opposes night road trip, logistic hiccups, delayed Tuesday's planned evacuation. All right, but evacuation begins today as federal government releases 150 million naira and hires 40 buses. That's what you see on the front page of the Punch newspaper.
All right, Mike, that is what we will be looking at this morning, talking about the evacuation of Nigerians out of Sudan because of the fighting there. And we have joining us to look at the story from the papers, and then we'll delve into our conversation. Global Affairs Analyst Chuks Nwoko. Chuks, it's good to see you. Good to have you on the show again.
Great to see you too. In a while.
Good to see you.
Right.
Morning.
Good morning.
Now, this fighting has been ongoing for the past 2 weeks, and the Nigerian government is looking to evacuate Nigerians out of there because from the reports that we were getting, we have about 3,500 students in Sudan, and the government had initially said that they will begin evacuation yesterday, Tuesday, but they had come out to say that logistics hiccup and all of that hampered that, and so they will begin today. But there has been this agitation from Nigerians on social media and those students who are there, and some of them have planned to even find options by themselves. But the government is saying, you know what, we do not want any of you to try that. We have already put out 40 buses that will pick about 2,400 of you. We have released 150 million naira. Now, the sense of urgency with which we are addressing this is a major concern for a lot of Nigerians. If you go on Twitter, there's been so much conversation with regards to this, how some persons are even lambasting the government. What do you see with regards to how we are handling this matter, especially the sense of urgency that we are giving it?
I think that every time we have a situation like this, whether it's in Sudan or elsewhere, we're never prepared. We don't have that urgency in wanting to help our people. And so that's what is playing out. I think that more effort should be made. I think the aircraft should be sent to the place, or to Djibouti or to Egypt, as other nations have done, and make a local arrangement to take these people. Sudan is a very large state, and to take our people to these locations and do what other nations are doing. These things sometimes it might be difficult, but you can emulate, you can imitate, you can plan with other people, I think that it's very sad that our people who are in Africa, Sudan is in Africa. I don't know why I'm not in government and all that, but I know that logistics is something that in the past we've not been able to handle very adequately. I'm disappointed that we are not the first to remove our people from that place. I'm completely disappointed. And I think that today, because of the escalation that is going on right now as we speak, those students and other Nigerians who are doing business or who are there for whatever reason should be removed from the place. Because, other countries have made effort. Why can't we do it? What is the problem? I don't understand what the problem is. I actually don't know. We have the resources. We have people in government. Put somebody in, give somebody the task to execute this thing and hold them accountable. Our people must be evacuated from that place today. Today. It has to be today, because of what is going on in Sudan. It's not something to play around with. And other nations have recognized that and done the right thing. Right. Buses, we need buses. We also need aircraft.
They have said we have 40 buses on the ground.
Yeah.
So
hire aircraft. They are private enterprises. They are foreign business people who have aircrafts. Take your people. That's how it's done. You must be agile. You must be fast. You must be passionate about things like this. This is how you show citizens that they are citizens of your country and you are a leader.